saw a very interesting video and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. It's this video right here. And they were doing some witchcraft, some voodoo witchcraft stuff over the picture of Neymar. I think that's who the guy is, the soccer player. So they were doing voodoos over him and stuff like that towards the, you can see the date up there in Peru. And so you can see the particular date right above. And so they were doing these rituals so that a certain team would win. And I wanted to talk about this voodoo witchcraft. You can see there the symbolism, snake thingy within their items, shells from the sea, and all kinds of things like sacrificial things. Incense is being burnt over the shirt. They're trying to speak to it using sounds and all these kind of things. They are pushing over his shirt, stabbing it with, I think, like they're doing all kinds of witchcraft. And then they bring a player or someone who would represent the players that they want to win and stuff like that. Now, the person who knows, they can tell us if the team that was going towards that time that you saw up there, if they actually ended up winning. And I want to talk about this in relations to how it's dishonoring God, and how it would displease God for us to be interested in such things, or to be interested in these shortcuts that come from juju and all this type of things. And so it looks like here, according to the caption that was put on this website, they say that Neymar being done witchcraft, like the picture was, they were doing witchcraft on top of this picture towards the football game, around that particular period. Okay, I think it's for a future game or something like that. I'm not sure. So this was around the September the 13th when this picture was kind of posted and stuff like that on the website, online, and so. Now I want to talk about why is this unfair? Why is it unfair for you to be seeking out shortcuts in success? And we were talking about this very recently. If you check on the channel, I remember a discussion we recently had with Brother Mpumelelo. In that discussion with Brother Mpumelelo, we talked about this thing of ritual practices and the subject, particularly the subject matter of short-term success. So on the channel, if you go, there is actually this trailer. You'll see the trailer there, and then the next day above here, we posted the full episode right at the corner all the way that side. That's what we were talking about. The importance of one to go through the process. But with ritual practice, we seek to eliminate the process. The process matures us, and the process acknowledges other people. There are other people that might get there before us. And so the process acknowledges all those people's efforts. Some people have been training for all these years. You want to go sleep, do nothing, and then all of a sudden win and stuff like that. It's people that have not practiced themselves. Even myself, being here, I've studied and practiced thinking about subjects for over 10 years. It looks like it's just now. It looks like I'm just making noise now. But I've been doing apologetics since 2010. People that know me, they know me from back then. And so this becomes important. Why? We all have our time. So people that look for short-term success, why is it that it dishonors God? It's because God has put time for you. I've given an example with my cousin. For the longest time, my cousin never worked. Longest time, she never worked. She raised the kids. The moment the kids started going to school, all three of her kids started going to a school, she got a job. Immediately right after that, okay? And it was really great job. And so there was a time, and throughout all that period, she had degrees, diplomas, and everything, but only after she had raised the kids, did she get a job. There is time. God puts this time for a reason. So now when you are looking for a shortcut, what you are doing is you are discarding the process to go through to come to maturity. That's why you see people grow and they become so successful. And before you know it, they just become reckless. They're willing to throw it all away over nothing because they never grew. You know, as you grow in your success or in your workspace, even your character grows alongside you. It doesn't become shocking. It doesn't shock your system. It allows you to grow. So the aspect of shortcuts, this is the area where it, because remember, I'll give you another example. If you're on the highway, there's always someone in front of you. Always. No matter how fast you go, there is always someone ahead of you. Okay? Yeah, if you are in a certain spot, there is someone ahead. I can bet you that. So you are wanting to overtake everyone at the same time when you didn't even start at the same time with them. That's what you are saying. That's what you are looking for. You are looking to discard or disregard the journey that these people have taken. And you want to even though you just started yesterday. Shortcuts. That's what you are saying when you want a shortcut. When people go and sell their souls for things, you want to understand why is it such a terrible thing, is that you want the world to shift. If you're going to Twala, you Twala with you Twala with what, is that you are discarding or you are dishonoring God's process of which would have taken you a few years, and you mature with that growth. That's what I've said. The same thing I've said about being a thief is that when other people are advancing themselves in educating themselves and adapting themselves to the system of the world in order for them to become beneficial to other people and they find their success, when you don't want to do that, is that you want to instantly have what they have without having done the work. That's the thing. It dishonors the work that other people have done. That's why he says, even in the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's property. Why? Because in that, you haven't gone through the process it has taken for that person to be where they are. This is the aspect of what you are. Remember, in creation, basically, go back to creation. In creation, God doesn't create other things before others. There is the water before there is the plants. The water and the soil will create an environment for the plants. And then the environment, the animals will create an environment that will feed and will be inhabitable for the human. When we want to fast forward, we are backtracking God's process. That's the part. That's the part. You are not wanting the natural process to take place. You want to skip. Now, for some people, these things happen slow. Should you now want to fast track, you are wanting someone to be removed. That's why there's these funny prayers that people pray. Yeah, the job that someone has, someone is warming up my seat. Oh, what does that mean? You know, that whole idea. I personally do not ascribe to that idea because I believe that person is supposed to be there up until that particular period, and then your time probably comes right after that. Because maybe they are being dishonorable or they are not taking, some people get a job. They've wanted a job for so long, but they forget the reasons and why the service. They forget service or being of service. If you remember that video that we did on Kelly Kumalo's complaints. Mazalani, when you're looking for a shortcut, remember, what you are saying is that God was not right in how he set forth things. You are dishonoring the process of God. So don't even come in front of us and say thank God. No, because you know very well when our the process you don't like God's process. If you see someone who is ahead of you, stop hating on the success that they've had ahead of you. Whether they are younger than you or what, it's because they've gone through the process. You might not know what that process is. For some people, they've gone there the wrong way. Definitely, the same way we are talking about people looking for shortcuts. They want to trend. All these pastors want to trend in order for them to think while they're upsetting the process of people learning the doctrine of God. They're upsetting people in doctrine.